Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Socially Distanced Safety. We hope everyone had a good weekend and you're ready for full June weather to be in effect out here, and that we can probably expect to start seeing about every one of the four seasons throughout the day, and many times probably within the same hour we'll see a little bit of everything from sunshine to rain and sleet and everything in between. Continuing to reiterate, one of the big areas of importance for us is right now in making sure we're continuing to remind everyone about hydration, staying hydrated and keeping your body cool when you're out there on site, especially right now as we're wearing extra gear because of the COVID concerns, particularly these masks. It's important to make sure that we are hydrating, that we're paying attention to just because it was cooled in the morning doesn't mean it's not going to heat up throughout the day. Dressing in layers to shed layers, worried about nutrition to make sure that we are continuing to keep our bodies cool, let our bodies regulate themselves so that we're not having issues down the road with some type of heat injury or anything like that. Getting specifically into our COVID, and then we'll get to our safety topic for the week. A little bit of the new normal out here now is you've probably seen that there's a bit of a change to our screening processes when you come on site. In that the biggest thing is we are now asking everyone to take their temperature before they come to the job site. When you're at home every morning, we are asking everyone to take your temperature, and then as you enter the job site, to make sure you're reporting that along with all of your other signs and symptoms each day before you enter the job site. Every supervisor is responsible for making sure that all of their employees have checked in and completed the screening process before they enter work that day. And we will continue to check those lists to make sure everybody is screened so that we can make sure we do have a safe job site, and that we are asking the questions and making sure that everybody does understand what we're looking for before they're coming onto the job site. Again, we just cannot emphasize enough, if you've been around someone who is tested positive, or if you're experiencing any of the signs and symptoms, please make sure to stay away from the job site until the criteria has passed, either the 72 hours or the 14 days, depending on what's going on. There are becoming more and more tests available, so we do encourage you to not only notify your supervisor and have them notify us, but also contact your doctor, contact a medical facility, and very often now there are tests available if you are concerned about yourself or a family member. If you need help locating where those might be or how to do that, please reach out to us. We are more than happy to help you through this process. We do want to make sure that we are getting this information communicated so that we can continue to look out for one another, keeping everybody safe when they're going home, when they're at work, and keeping us all working as well. So we again appreciate everyone adapting, going through these new changes with us, and continuing to keep us in the loop if anything is being experienced to change. The other topic for the day, as we get into safety topics, would be pre-test planning. I want to remind everybody, everything is, obviously we're kind of getting to a little bit of a new normal, but there still are many different considerations that we're having to take into account. We need to make sure our pre-test plans are updated for weather, for COVID concerns, and then also the natural hazards that we're mitigating as part of your job throughout the day anyway. So we do ask that everyone continue to fill out your pre-task plans, making sure you're putting these extra pieces in there, and but then also just working through the project steps. All employees, we ask that you work with your supervisors, make sure that you have a good understanding of what's expected, and that you're not signing off or verbally giving your consent right now to those pre-task plans until you have a good understanding of how the work is going to go together. We say it all the time, but truly can't emphasize enough that if done correctly, these pre-task plans are not just a safety box that you have to check. They're truly a product of efficiency. You can fill out the steps for the day and make sure you're remembering everything that you're going to need to grab before you go do that work. You can look at it at the end of the day and see what worked well and what went to plan and what had to change a little bit. Please make sure that you are using these for the tool that they are. Your company and we are asking you to dedicate a significant amount of time to doing these. So, please make sure that you're using them for the tool that they are and helping you throughout the day, not doing it to where you're having to, maybe just eat up some time to get a box check to finish your pre-task plan. And no matter what task you're doing, we do want to make sure that there is a pre-task plan completed before that work starts each and every time. So make sure you're getting that. Make sure you've reviewed that this morning before you start work. And then again, as you take on every task throughout the day. As always, everyone, cannot express how much gratitude we have to every one of you for all that you are continuing to do. You're continuing to adapt and work with us. The feedback you've given through this and through a variety of means has been incredibly helpful. So thank you all. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see everyone out there. Thank you.